Skip Klinefelter with Ag Technology Solutions Group with home offices in Greenville, Illinois. We have Linco Precision in El Paso, Illinois, and Bottom Line Solutions in Morton, Illinois. One of the largest technologies that we actually deal with is precision planting products that most people in the U.S. are familiar with that have improved corn production probably more than anything other than hybrid corn, I believe. Very good products. We handle them all over the Midwest, actually, in sales and service. Next one is SimPass. That's Trimble powered. They actually run off of Trimble screens. They do run off of some other OEM screens, but it actually gives 3 different products, variable rate per row in dry or liquid on planters. So there are places in a field where you need one product and don't need another, and the SimPass solution is actually very good at doing that. That's what it was designed for. AMVAC company worked in conjunction with Trimble to actually design that product. They have AMVAC chemical products, but they also partner with other chemical companies to be able to fill those boxes. It's kind of unique, and the box charges you by disappearance out of the box. There's an RFID tag on there that tells itself how many pounds of the product it's used, and you get billed after you've actually used it. You don't have to empty a carton completely out. If you stop for seed, and most of them are close to empty, or the ones that are, you just replace them as needed. And that's about a 3-year-old in the field technology now. One I'm really excited about is a LeafTech unit here. It's a handheld, geolocated leaf tissue testing analysis product. It's very lightweight. You put a smartphone on top of it. Actually gives you 8 micronutrients and N, P, and K. Also leaf water content, which leaf water content gives you an idea of stress that's actually happening in the plant at that time. So some products, if the plant is really stressed, you might want to look at your results that it's showing, because plants drink and it moves nutrients by liquid in the plant. So if you don't have any water to move the nutrients, you may want to look at what your actual results were on that test, because if it rains, it may be different 2 days from now. But that's also that 2 days from now. That's a benefit of this. If you do leaf tissue samples, you don't have your own lab, you could go out, take a day taking samples, stripping leaves, storing them correctly, which a lot of people don't, sending to the lab, and 3 days to 2 weeks later, you get the results back. Here, we can do, one outfit down in Florida actually did 900 scans in one day. That's unusual, but you could easily do 200 or 300 in a day and have the results when you walk out of the field. So typically, we're $20 to up to $70 a sample on live leaf tissues, plus the shipping and the time. And it's a flat fee per year and unlimited use, but the ROI on it is really good, because to begin with, you would take more samples. We have some people up in Minnesota that reported to us, they're taking 1 live leaf tissue sample in an 80-acre field, send that to the lab. I don't know what that means. You could, if you move 5 plants sideways, you may be a different reading. So if we can get in a 40-acre field, take 8 or 16 samples, and it doesn't take very long to do that, a retailer can actually lease one of these machines, hire a summer intern, put a pickup truck on him. I ran an ROI where he walked half the speed of a normal human being. He took twice as long as it actually takes to run the scan, and not giving any credit for any profit on running the sprayer over it as a retailer would, or a drone, not giving any profit to the material, and micronutrients are one of the higher margin materials they sell. We can make $25,000 to $30,000 off of that intern net just in charging $5 a sample, where today they're $20 to $70, and have the results when you walk out of the field. So that's really exciting technology. Another one that we took on last year, Sabanto autonomous tractors. It's actually a kit that we put on an existing tractor. It's showing there for the M5 Kubotas and the Fence 7 900,000 series. We also are able to do several of the John Deere tractors now. One of the biggest uses we found for it so far is in mowing turf farms. A friend of ours down in Georgia and Florida has sold multiple systems. They have some large acre turf farms down there. Another thing, we sold 4 of them, installed them, and delivered them to Scott Air Force Base for mowing their Air Force Base. And this, again, this is both of these two and the SimPass before are pretty new technologies, which we've gotten the name of help bring these things to market. So companies call us, and we're trying to be as close as we can to matching the technology with the need. And in reality, a lot of this stuff we see the payback. We can prove the return on investment to individual farmers or retailers for the Leaf Tech and some people, the Sabanto Autonomy, the SimPass units. And as Noah, as we were talking earlier, everybody doesn't need everything. And it's our job to school people and educate them on what the capabilities are and what the return on investment is for their actual operation. You don't want to sell somebody something they don't need. It's hard to argue with somebody when they come to you and say, I want this. We have to say, let's back up and see, I know you want it. Is it of good use? Is there something else that fits better? Or if you're actually walking into some of this technology, are you trying to start in the middle and not come through the bottom end that actually supports that middle, that supports the future? We've got some good people in the company that are very good at doing that. We represent other companies too. Trimble, which is PTx Trimble now, that AGCO purchased. AGCO also owns a precision planting company now. We represent both of those throughout the Midwest, and we have some relationships out in the East Coast where we have relationships with dealers out there. And then our own people, we've got one gentleman that's out in Omaha, Nebraska. We have a relationship with Dairy Farmers of America, with several thousand members across the U.S., where we're helping bring some of this technology. Mentioned earlier, My Ag Data. They're the only company that actually has the authority to take as planted data and as yield data off of yield monitors and directly import it into USDA's FSA site. No other company has the authority to do that. We represent them. That's something else we're helping bring to market now.